We welcome you into the 2014 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic, the nightcap here on the second day of action, and it is the host Dorman Cavaliers taking on the St. Stephen's St. Agnes Saints out of Virginia. The intro music there, if you're not familiar with it, comes from the Chicago Bulls, which reminds me I needed to check on the Chicago Bulls, but we'll do that later. It's been great high school basketball there as we get underway with St. Agnes and St. Stephen's all in the red, and they're moving right to left with Chauncey Pittman. Give it to the big man, Colin Goss. Goss kicks it back out now to Michael Janowitzki. Janowitzki, now they swing it over on this right side, and here's Adam Trainer. Back over to Denmark Slay. A long three, top of the key, front iron, no good, off by Janowicz, tipped around, and here come the Dorman Cavaliers. They are on offense coming this way. Kick it back this way is Askew. Askew kicks it outside. There's Jordan Berry. Berry tried to go down low. Entry passes knocked away. Michael Janowitzki. Swing it over to the right side. And now they dump it down low. Passes on to be taken. Shot up and in good. Looked like he walked Andrew Trainer, but he breaks the seal. It's 2-0, and a minute is gone by here in this first quarter. Dorman, the host, the winner, playing for the right to move on and play Jonesboro on the Denny's Bracket Championship first place. Good crossover dribble. Shot up. No good by Askew. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Saints basketball. The Saints head coach is Ronald Ginyard Jr., and they are an independent prep school in the state of Virginia. Much, if you want to think about it, you think about like an Oak Hill Academy of that nature. 18-8. Finished second place in the Interstate Athletic Conference and advanced to the IAC Finals and advanced to the Virginia Independent SAA quarterfinals and remains a top 20 team in the Washington, D.C. area. Oak Hill is a little different than that, but still along those lines. A long three from the right corner. He popped that in there, and that was Colin Hill. Hill, a three-pointer. Over in the corner, it's 3-2, and Dorman takes the lead. This Dorman team, head coach, 8th year, is Thomas Ryan, 145 wins coming into the season. Got to chat with Coach Ryan, and everything that's winning makes sense to him. I love it. Down the lane, he's going to kick it back out. Goss puts it on the floor. Got it blocked. Got it blocked up out of there. Carlos Dotson with the block. Here come the Cavaliers running. There's Hill. Hill in transition. Puts it on the floor. Back out. There's a long three. Topside. Jordan Berry. No good. Out of bounds. And the Saints will take over. Dorman with the powder blue trim and powder blue numbers. White tops, white bottoms. And they are the home team, and they are the hosts, and they are very familiar with this beautiful, beautiful Dorman arena. Take it back over on this side. They swing it. Here comes Michael Janowitzki in a pass. Going to have a whistle down low, though. Saints already with one foul. This foul is going to be on Jordan Berry. That's his first and the team's first. 5:34, 3-2 ball game. Janowicz, a three, no good. Put up, no good. Askew tried to save it. He was out of bounds when he saved it. Michael Janowitzki pulled that three. Denmark Slay, one of the guys we want to keep an eye on, number 2. He's in the left corner with it right now. Tries to dribble back out, Janowitzki, and then they swing it back around out top to Chauncey Pittman. Pittman working on the right side of the belt, high left dribble. He stops, puts it down on the floor to Trainer. Trainer back out to Denmark Slay. A three, bad, no good, off, out of bounds, and it will be Dorman basketball. Colin Goss leading the team in scoring at 16 points per game and also in rebounding at 7.4 rebounds per game. Missed one game this year. Denmark Slay, who I was talking about, at 10.5. Andrew Trainer at 10 point, and then Michael Janowicz at 16.2. And there's a turnover for the Dorman Cavaliers. St. Stephen's and St. Agnes was 5-3 entering the tournament. Picked up a win, so they improved to 6-3. Pass is going to be broken up. Goss goes down to the turf to foul it. Goes down to the hardwood. Tried to save it. knocked out of bounds, and he knocked it off of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who is an outstanding standout wide receiver. Bounces it now to Chauncey Pittman. Gonna go all the way. Pittman layup good. He went down the middle, scooped it up there with the left hand, and it is in. It is now 4-3. So Rikus Askew into the forecourt, swings it over to Colin Hill. Hill back out to Askew. Askew holding behind the rings. Working the ball around the perimeter, Colin Hill on the right wing, looking at a 2-3 zone defense from the Saints. So he's going to stop and pull a three off of the front iron. No good by Arcega-Whiteside. Here comes Pittman. Pittman down across the timeline. Pittman tries to make his move, and let's see. We're going to have a whistle down low. It'll be out of bounds, and let's see. Jordan Hill picks up his second foul. So substitutions now. As into the ball game comes Nathan Almaham in. There's Slay, Denmark Slay, excuse me. And he's going to pass it, and it's going to be a turnover. He was going for Michael Janowiski, who was on the right wing, who was not ready for it. And Slay fired that ball over there to him. Whiteside with the jumper and the 2 points, and it makes it 5-4. Janowicz dribbling out between the rings and between the legs, looking to run the offense over to Pittman. Pittman back to Janowicz. Janowiski going to go down the lane. Janowicz puts it up, shot, no good. They tip it around, fight for it, can't get the rebound, and is going to come away with it are the Dorman Cavaliers. And here comes Askew. Askew behind the back, nice little move, kicks it in the corner. Colin Hill, pump fake, stops, a long three, off, no good. Rebound down to Andrew Trainer. Trainer to Janowicz and up to Pittman. Pittman going to cross the timeline. Coach Ronald Gidyard working the sideline right now. So they bounce it down. The Trainer back out to Michael Janowiski. Janowiski over to Goss. Goss a long three, no good. Here comes Askew for the Dorman Cavaliers. Kicks it up. We go under 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Coming off of a screen into the game is Saheem Suggs. He didn't want to pull it. Askew holds in the corner, kick it back out. Here goes Whiteside. Whiteside down, shot, block, foul. Must have been with the body. Goss may get hit with the foul. Check it. They got it on Chauncey Pittman. And that's Pittman's second and the team's second. So J.J. Arcega-Whiteside misses his first free throw. Whiteside now with his second free throw good. So he splits them. And that makes it 6-4 with 2:44 to go. And we'll walk it into the forecourt now. Here's Slay. Denmark Slay holding it. There's a pass down to Goss. Goss the Trainer. Trainer layup good. Good ball movement, good execution right there by the Saints of St. Stephen, St. Agnes. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with another hoop. Pass down low to Goss. Goss with the reverse, count it, and the foul. So big Colin Goss, the leading scorer, finally gets in the books, and he will go and try and get him a three-point play the old-fashioned way. 1:49 to go, tie ball game at 8, and he'll try to give them the lead of 1 point. And the free throw is good. So it is 9-8. with 1:40 to go. And there's a travel in the backcourt, traveling called on Saheem Scruggs, who checked into the ball game. Another hoop goes in there for the Saints, and they now go up 11-8. Hill holds it. He kicks it over on this side to Carlos Dotson. Dotson now swings it to Askew. Askew being worked on hard by Donovan Totley, who just checked into the ball game for the Saints. Pump fake, puts it on the floor, down the lane. Scruggs scooping layup. Nice, pretty move by Saheem Scruggs. So it is 11-10, 1:01 less than that now in the first quarter. And Totley is dribbling on the right side, going to go down the baseline, scoop it up, got it blocked. Here comes Colin Hill. Hill back in transition. He gives it up to Askew. Askew leading the break. Stop. There goes Nathan. A jumper. Back. Tip. No good. Rebound come down to Colin Goss. Goss gives it to Totley, and Totley decides to chill out for a moment before he crosses the timeline, and now he does. 35 seconds trying to get a screen. He does. He goes, and there's a little bump right there. Foul call on Carlos Dotson. 33.1 second. It'll be side out of bounds. And substitutions now for Dorman as they go into the bench. London Holiday into the ball game, as well as Harrison Finley. Holiday and Finley come into the ball game, and they still have Nathan into the ball game. Now here they go. Kick it back out to Totley. Totley now going to hold it with a 1-point lead. 25 seconds. Janowitzki swings it back over to Totley. Totley brings it back, and they'll just sit and eat some of the clock. 16 seconds. Goss holding it between the rings. Fake. Down to 6 seconds, so Totley takes a long three. No good. Is out of bounds with 3 2/10 seconds, and it will be Dorman basketball. Saheem Scruggs is on the floor right now. Also, Harrison Finley is on the floor, and then we're going to have a substitution. Harrison Finley is going to go out, and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside comes in with 3.2 seconds. Whiteside crosses midcourt and then throws it away. Nathan was running on that right wing. Nathan Almagnum was running on the right side, and the pass was out of bounds. There's 0.3 seconds. They catch it, and that is the end of the first quarter. It is 11-10. The St. Stephen St. Agnes, the Saints out of Virginia, with a 11-10 lead over the host, the Dorman Rebels, Dorman Cavaliers. Right here, it is the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic on SUV TV.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
We welcome you back to Dorman Arena here on the campus of Dorman High School. 11-10 as we start the second quarter. And the ref stopped something 2 seconds into the quarter. Colin Hill inbounds it over to Rikus Askew. Askew swings it over on the left side to Scruggs. Scruggs back out to Askew. A 2-3 zone defense now by the Saints. Long swing pass to Hill, who was out of bounds. Left heel came down out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, and now Dorman will be on defense as St. Agnes inbounds the ball. Great hustle across the way, but he could not get out of the way. It'll be out of bounds. The J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was out of bounds. Pittman dribbling between the rings, worked on by Askew, gets a screen from Goss. Over Michael Janowitzki, a three, it's short. Rebound to Askew of Dorman, and here come the Cavaliers. R.J. Whiteside sings it over to Hill. Hill been unable to get anything else to go since he pulled that three. Janowitzki gets the rebound. Foul is going to be on Carlos Dotson. That's going to be trouble for Carlos. That might be his third. So we are still 11-10 with St. Agnes, St. Stephen's, St. Agnes Saints in red, moving right to left, and they have that 1 point lead. Goss swings it over on the right side. Janowski puts it down on the floor. Pittman double dribble, no call. Totally goes down the left side. Ooh, nice scoop layup. No, he missed it. Rebound to Colin Hill of the Cavaliers, and up comes the court. Comes Shaheem Suggs. Suggs gets it up ahead to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Whiteside to Hill. And we have a whistle and a foul. Pittman with the foul. That'll be the team's third. Dorman with 6 fouls already. So their next foul would put the Saints in the 1-1. Inbound for Dorman. Scruggs holds and he kicks it over to Askew. Askew steps inside the three-point arc. Shot. No good. Back of the rim. Back tap back out to Askew. Askew over to Whiteside. Whiteside to Hill. Hill now swings it back out to the top to Scruggs. They work it around the perimeter. Scruggs is going to pull a long straightaway three. Short off the glass. Off of the rim, glanced off. No good. Colin Goss with the rebound. And the Saints are into the forecourt. Bounces it on the right side to Trainer. Trainer back out to Janowitzki. Janowitzki swings it to Goss. Goss now back to Trainer, who's between the rings, and they work it around to Pittman on the right wing. Kicks it down low to Goss, and there's going to be a foul. I think there's going to be down on Nathan. Coach Ryan. Yep. Agmahan with the foul. And that is the team's 7, so it'll be a 1-1. Colin Goss going to the free throw line. Remember, he leads the team in scoring at 16, almost 17 points a game, 16.8. Free throw, no good. He missed the front end of the 1-1. Dorman working it around. Askew holds. They come off a screen for Colin Hill, who wanted to pull it. Now he's going to attack down the left side. Shot up, no good. He got fouled. Donovan Totley. That's the reason why he tried to take him all the way to the hoop. He had the size advantage and felt he could use it to his advantage. And Totley will get hit with the foul. That'll be his first and the team's fourth. Colin Hill's free throw goes up and they're good. So he's got 4 points. Hit him a three-pointer in the first half. So Colin Hill now will shoot the second free throw. Good. Rattled it in there. 12-11. So Chauncey Pittman now will bring it across the timeline after he gets the instructions from Coach Ginyard. Over to Goss. Goss holding out high. Big Colin Goss. Don't see why they don't go to him much more often. And let's see, gonna have an offensive foul on Goss. I didn't like that. He's just trying to go down there and get position. Wasn't frustrated. He was just trying to go get him some position. And him and Nathan Algmahan were down there battling, and I didn't see nothing wrong with it. 12-11. Dorman with Askew gonna walk it up the floor. Crosses the timeline, bounces it over to the white side, and then they swing it to Askew. Askew to Hill. He came off a pin down. There's a three. In and out, no good. Fight for the rebound. Nathan gets it back to Askew. Askew, foul line, swings it over. There's a long three from Holiday. Holiday shot, no good. Whiteside on the glass. Whiteside is going to get hit. J.J. Arcega. Whiteside on the offensive glass. Got fouled with 4:33 and a trip to the free throw line coming up. And Whiteside's free throw is good. (13-11). Dorman with a 2-point lead. Dribbling with one hand is Pittman. Pittman to Totley now to Jana Whiskey. Jana Whiskey now gonna come back out. Slade, Denmark Slade, been quiet here in this first half. Jana Whiskey been quiet as well. He drives in, shot up, no good, tipped out of bounds off of Goss. And it's gonna go to St. Stephen St. Agnes. And Coach Ryan is very upset. The ref was right there. Now they're gonna get together and talk about it. And now he changes the call. Changed the call. It was going to be Saints ball. Him and the ref got together and talked about it, and they gave it to Dorman. So here comes the Cavaliers into the forecourt. 13-11, 4 minutes exact now, halfway gone here in this second quarter. Glad you're with us for the 2014 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic from Dorman High School, the Dorman Arena, and the host Dorman in the nightcap here tonight. Dribbling with the left hand between the legs, swings it over on the left to Logan Holiday. Holiday now swings it over there to the left. Hey, Art Whiteside. Whiteside back out to Askew. Askew running the point guard. Nothing really much going to the hoop right now for either team. So they bounce it into Nathan, and it is going to be a timeout, and Coach Ryan upset. He called a timeout, kicked the basketball, slammed it over to the coach, just very upset. 3:32 to go. We'll take this timeout with the Dorman leading 13-11. Welcome you back to Dorman Arena. Joel Hillsman live on SUV TV. It is the 2014 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic, the nightcap. Dorman and St. Stephen St. Agnes Saints. And Dorman left to right in the white, and there's a jumper. It is going to bounce, no good. Rebound by Arcega Whiteside. Gives it over to Nathan. Nathan to Colin Hill. Hill, a left wing three. Back on, no good. Tipped around. Hill not able to find his shot after hitting it early. Now here it is. A nice pass to Colin Goss. Great dime, great find by Michael Janowitzki. And Goss gets his first two here in this quarter, and we're tied at 13 at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Colin Hill on the left side, and then they kick it over here. Down the left side, he stepped out of bounds as he went down the baseline, did Harrison Finley. Finley came into the ball game, commits the turnover. Now Rick Askew is going to check back into the ball game, and also Carlos Dotson will check into the ball game. Zone defense now. Logan Holiday is also into the ball game. Chauncey Pittman holds, and he kicks it up top to Donovan Totley. Totley now swings it. They bounce it down low. Shot up and in good. He went in there. Nice layup. Janowitzki. That's his first hoop. Michael Janowitzki gets his first hoop, and the Saints go up 15-13. Saints and Cavaliers battling here in the nightcap. This is the Denny's bracket of the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. As we come up on 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Whiteside dribbling down the left side. Shot blocked up out of there. Colin Goss, big long arms, just swatted that stuff right on up out of there. Goss 6'10", and a senior. Colin Goss going to George Washington University when he's done here. Inbound. They kick it back out there. Here's Hill. Salim Scruggs is into the game. Now he kicks it over. Scruggs acted like he wanted to take the three. Did. Now Scruggs steps inside the foul line. Now kicks it back to Colin Hill. Swing to Askew. Askew stop back out to Hill. Hill swings it back. They're just working around the perimeter and a trapping defense, zone defense now from the Saints with 90 seconds. And Askew now sets up the play, 15-13. Colin Hill wanted to shoot the three. It wasn't there. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who actually is the high man, with 6. 70 seconds. Now the St. Agnes Saints fans and bitch stand up because they're making them reset, but then J.J. Arcega-Whiteside drove and got them an easy layup, 15-15. He's got 8 of the 15, does Whiteside. Denmark Slay gonna hold it with 45 seconds. Pittman now swings it around to Slay. Slay gonna attack down the lane all the way. Shot up, foul. So he'll be going to the line. Gets helped up by his teammate, Michael Janowakowski. Andrew Traynor, believe it or not, is the high man for St. Stephen's St. Agnes with 4. So 2 free throws coming up for Denmark Slay, who's going to the free throw line for the very first time. Shot up and in good, and they retake the lead, 16-15. With 37 and 8/10 seconds left before halftime here in the nightcap. Glad that you're with us. Remember, we'll have all the action, the first place games down to the 7th place games tomorrow. Shot up and in good right here on SUV TV. And this time tomorrow night, we'll be in the first place games, and I'll be right here with you on SUV TV. Glad to bring you to action. It's been a first-class event right here on day 2 of the Farm Bureau's Insurance Classic. Askew dribbling it out on the right side. They're just holding the ball, running the clock, stall ball, if you will. As we come up on 10 seconds to go now, 17-15, St. Agnes leading. St. Stephen's St. Agnes, the Saints. Behind the back, tricky dribble. Scruggs goes in, lost it to Janowitzki. Janowitzki takes it and fires it from midcourt off the glass. No good, and we're at the end of the half with your score. St. Agnes, St. Stephen's, the Saints, 17. The Dorman Cavaliers, the host, 15. Halftime right here of the nightcap of the Farm Bureau's Insurance Classic on SUV TV.
Dale Jr. is right behind you.
Yeah, I bet he got chicken supremes, a Diet Mountain Dew, and Cajun Pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
So the Everyday Value Slam has eggs,
Yep.
bacon,
Yep.
and pancakes. Yep,
All made to order, all for $4, all day, every day?
yep, and yep.
I think I'm in love.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm taken. Hey, welcome to Denny's.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you.
Yeah, I bet he got chicken supremes, a Diet Mountain Dew, and Cajun pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
So the everyday value slam has eggs,
Yep,
bacon,
yep,
and pancakes.
yep,
All made to order, all for $4, all day, every day?
yep, and yep.
I think I'm in love.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm taken. Hey, welcome to Denny's.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the ribbon on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put it on the wreath. Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you.
Yeah, I bet he got chicken supremes.
We welcome you back for the second half and third quarter. We get underway between St. Stephen's St. Agnes of Virginia and the host Dorman Rebels 17-15. As the Saints are moving left to right, all in the red tops, red bottoms, and they have white numbers. Dorman all in white tops, white bottoms, the Carolina blue, very powder blue numbers, and a good hustle play defensively there. Scoring leader at the half for Dorman was J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with 8 points, 8 of the 15. And for St. Stephen's St. Agnes, 5 points, Colin Goss, who is their leading scorer. And there's a turnover. Ball went right through the hands of Denmark Slay, who had 2 points. Michael Janowiski had 4. Chauncey Pittman had 2, and Andrew Traynor had 4 for the St. Stephen's St. Agnes Saints. Saheem Scruggs had 2, Colin Hill had 5, and then of course J.J. Arcega-Whiteside 8. And there's only 3 people to score for the Dorman Cavaliers. So we've got our first foul here. Denmark Slay picks up the foul. That'll be the team's first here. And going to the free throw line is Carlos Dotson. Dotson first free throw, and they're good. So he's in the book. 1 of 1 from the free throw line so far. Dotson makes both free throws. Makes both free throws, and we're in a tie game, 17-17. Goss holding it. Now he gives it over to Janowiski between the rings, trying to use the screen. Kicks it over on the right side. Now stops, puts it down. Pittman goes back out to the top. Swings over to the left. Now he kicks it over to Chauncey Pittman. Pittman working around the screen on the left side. There's been a lot of dribbling. Here goes Traynor to the back. Skid, no. Colin Goss came in there and dunked it back home. But we'll have free throws coming up. So Goss makes 1 of 2 free throws, and it is a 1-point 18-17 lead. A minute and a half gone by here in this third quarter. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside now holding on the left side, looking at a 3-2 zone defense. Now tries to get a screen. He goes between the legs, now he's between the rings. Now here comes Rick Askew. Askew holds and gives it over to Whiteside. Pittman with the pass. Goss saves it right to Whiteside. Arcega-Whiteside now for Dorman. Comes down, push off, no call. Shot up in the air, and he's going to be fouled. Fouled by Michael Janowiski. And J.J. Arcega-Whiteside will be going to the free throw line. Free throw by Whiteside, no good. So Whiteside is 2 of 5 from the line so far. And he makes that one. So he split all of his free throws. He's got 9, still trying to get us someone in double figures. Blocking foul called on Whiteside, so St. Stephen's St. Agnes will be going to the free throw line. and it will be Chauncey Pittman going to the line. Free throw Pittman, no good. Missed the free throw. Pittman only 2 points in this ball game so far. 18-18 ball game, and we have played a little over 2 minutes into this contest. Free throw up and in, good. So he split a pair, did Chauncey Pittman. They've got 2 points, both on free throws here in this third quarter. 19-18, 5.5 minutes. Whiteside gives it off. There's a jumper by Jordan Berry. Good. Jordan Berry into the book. A transfer that this team is very high on. It's 20-19, and Dorman takes the lead. So we just go back seesawing with the lead in this game. Corner three, no. Rebound by Askew, the guard. Long rebound, and he was able to get it crossing into the timeline. Swings it over to Hill. Hill goes down, kicks it over. It was tipped and stolen, and now a foul is going to be called. Andrew Traynor is going to get hit with the foul, and that will be the third team foul. And here comes substitutions now. Donovan Totley comes in for Traynor. 4:48 to go, 20-19. We are almost midway through the third quarter. Inbound, got it, blocked. He went up for a dunk. Goss blocked it. But Berry, with his second hoop in a row, cleaned up the mess. Look at that, a 3-point lead now. So Pittman crosses it into the forecourt, working on the left side, trying to use a Goss screen. He dribbles and spins, kicks it over to Totley. Totley pump fake, gonna attack, down the lane, float, scoop, up. Rattled around, no good, it would not fall. Whiteside on the rebound up ahead to Colin Hill. Holland on the left side. He's going to lose the ball and fall down, and there's a foul. So foul called on Michael Janowski, and Janowski Colin Hill fell down, got him with the body. Inbound back to Askew. Whiteside shot, no good. Follow, no good. Tipped around, and they hustle for it. Pittman in the corner. He's got it, and they called a jump ball, and it will be Dorman basketball. So good hustle there from Chauncey Pittman. The Cavaliers have came in, they've won the region 4 years in a row, have the Dorman Cavaliers, and they're expecting to go ahead and break through and try and get to the top of the totem pole in the state, and want to be able to do it with the depth that they feel they have. And they've shown some of that depth, not a lot today, but they've shown it in spots, not a lot for significant minutes. But we're in a 22-19 ball game. A game that has not been highly paced at all for most of the day in this particular game. Whiteside holds, picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Askew. Askew shoots it across to Berry. Berry now attacking that zone. They are trying to. Whiteside to Berry. Berry stops. That's a 3-ball. Left side good. So Jordan Berry has warmed up now. He's got 7 in the game and 7 in a quarter, and they push the lead out to 6, and that's a big-looking 6. As the Dorman contingent across the way tries to make some noise. Janowski goes down this side, and it's up, no, and a foul, blocking foul going to be called, and that might be on Carlos Dotson. Nope, that might be Jordan Berry. Dorman into this ball game at 10-0, have yet to have been beaten. Free throw is good by Michael Janowski makes that first free throw, and now both teams are in the 20s, 25-20. Dorman's highest scoring output on the year is an 80-point win, 80-point against Wren. They won that game 80-45. It's been their highest scoring game of the season, and that was also in their first game. Here's Golston. Goes all the way. That's going to be offensive. They got this call here, and they call it a block. Carlos Dotson going to the hoop, and we consistently saw that in the last game be called a charge. So Dotson will go to the line. Free throw, no good. Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie. Miss old Rasheed Wallace was an assistant coach with the Pistons last year. Not sure what he's doing this year. Dorman coming in averaging 61 points per game as Dotson makes that second one. And they're giving up 46.6 points a game. But right now we are sitting in a 26-21 ball game with 3:19 to go. Day 2 of the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic online at farmbureauclassic.com. We are glad that you're with us on SUV TV and subscribe on YouTube to SUV TV. We'll be here tomorrow for all of your placement games. And of course, each bracket has its own placement games. You go 1 through 8, and you want to play for first, and you want to play to keep playing good competition and get a win if you have not gotten a win. Every team guaranteed 3 games. So Goss will be at the free throw line, and the clocks and the lights and everything just went out. And the clocks and the lights just came back. 10:22 in the East. They might be ready to rest themselves. 3:03 to go, 26-21. We're in the third quarter, and Goss shoots the free throw. Front on, no, fell off. Two of 5 from the free throw line is Goss today. Made the second free throw. Shot blocked out of bounds. Free throw up and in, good. So J.J. Arcega-Whiteside hits a free throw. 27-22, 2:49. In and out. Arcega-Whiteside has split all of his pairs of free throws tonight. Finally, though, he's in double figures with 10. 27-22, 2:40 to go. And Pittman dribbling with the left hand and the right. Nathan showed on that screen. Didn't want him to come and turn that corner. So they need some spacing now. Between the legs is Totley. Totley's going to penetrate. Kick over to the corner. Pump fake. Puts it down on the floor. The new man, Miles Lewis. Lewis over to Totley. Nope, that was Miles Lewis. Miles Lewis did get the jumper. So off the bench and into the scoring column is what he did. 27-24. And a three-pointer by Jordan Berry. So Berry has came to life here in this third quarter. He has 10, all 10 here in the quarter. 30-24. Take it, goes up, and there was a foul call as Denmark Slay went up high. So Slay will be going to the free throw line. Denmark Slay will be taking 2 shots, 152. Neither team in the bonus, but There have been shooting fouls that have been called, and Denmark Slay hits his third free throw of the game. He is now 3 of 3 on the day. This third quarter, easily the highest scoring third quarter for Dorman in this game. 10-5 in the first 2 quarters, and now 15 here in this third quarter. Another free throw is up and in good by Denmark Slay. They've scored 9 in the quarter. Everything has been from the free throw line except for Miles Lewis's jumper. 1:44, less than that now, third quarter, 30-26. We still have ourselves somewhat of a ball game, as now they just hold it out between the rings. Pittman tried to play D on Barry. Barry put it on the floor, now kicks it to Askew. Askew being worked on by Totley, gets it back over to Moore. Now here's Whiteside. Whiteside back over Moore. Barry, no. Whiteside, offensive rebound. Stop, up, no good. Tipped around. Ball's going to come out to Askew. Askew's going to hold it. Askew down to Arcega-Whiteside. Shot up, counted, and the foul. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with the foul. He's been playing with some reckless abandonment, but gets the bucket and the hoop and the harm with 1:07 to go. Foul on Miles Lewis, his first. Arcega-Whiteside going to the free throw line. No good. (32-26). He was unable to complete the three-point play. Whiteside has struggled at the foul line today. 4 of 9 from the free throw line. 45 seconds as Pittman dribbles it over to Totley. Totley now dribbles back out to the midcourt stripe and works it around the right side, trying to direct some traffic. Now they try to run Pittman off a screen, and Pittman comes and gets the ball out high. Pittman just dribbling. Now he's going to try to attack the basket. Whiteside comes out and defends him, so they kick it back out to Totley. 18 seconds, so the Dorman crowd comes up and applauds the defense, but nothing is going to the basket at the moment as they milk the rest of this clock. 10 seconds to go, third quarter. Totley tries to make his move with 5. Totley kicks it over, a long 3, front rim, no good, and we've got a whistle, and that will be the end of the third quarter. So Dorman with a 32-26 lead as we head to the fourth quarter right here, SUV TV's coverage of the 2014 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic.
Mike, don't look now, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. is right behind you. In Bojangles? Tim, Dale Jr. is right behind you.
I bet he is. Let me guess. He's getting a Diet Mountain Dew. I bet he got a Chicken Supremes combo and Cajun Pintos.
Dirty rice, Tim. I got dirty rice.
Head to Bojangles for a Chicken Supremes combo with a Diet Mountain Dew. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
Beginning of the fourth quarter here from Dorman Arena on the campus of Dorman High School in a 32-26 game. And down on the left side, Chauncey Pittman tried to go to the hoop and got it knocked out of bounds, and it will remain St. Stephen, St. Agnes, St. Paul, and here's Denmark Slay. Slay backs it back out, gives it to Trainer. Trainer over to Totley. Donovan Totley, who came in and played significant minutes off of the Saints bench, directing the offense now. Goss, who pops out high. Goss with 7 to lead the Saints in scoring. Pittman baseline had it taken away. Here comes Arcega-Whiteside all the way, scooping in, layup good. He got the steal and goes coast to coast. He's got 6.5, 14 in the game now. He is the high man, although Jordan Berry has 10. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, I mentioned, is a very, very popular and well-known, respected football player. I got to check. He won an award a couple of weeks ago. I got to double check. I don't want to say which award he won and then have it incorrectly. I want to say Mr. Football, which, I mean, the guy's an outstanding wide receiver, following in the steps of Sharon Peak, who went on down to Clemson. Speaking of Clemson, they won over Oklahoma 40-6 for you people in the Carolinas that were watching the bowls. I know there's some other bowls going on. Have not kept our eye on them. Been here all day. Only reason I know about Clemson is because some Clemson faithful are here and they let me know. Andrew Traynor misses his free throw, and the free throw struggles are continuing. Colin Hill checks back into the ball game now. He is in for Saheem Scruggs. Traynor, free throw, no, missed them both. Colin Hill on the glass, he gets the rebound. Jordan Berry between the rings, swings it over to Askew. Askew being worked on by Tokley. Now here's Whiteside. Whiteside gonna go down, spinning, got it knocked out of his hand, got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Whiteside, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside at the free throw line with 6:39 to go here in this fourth quarter. His first free throw good. He split every pair of free throws he's had in this ball game. He's got the first 3 points here for Dorman so far. A second free throw good. And he finally made 2 in a row. And now you look up and it's a big fat 10-point lead, and that lead looks fat and juicy the way the pace of this game has gone. 36-26. Swing it over to the left. Totally. Over there to the left, there's a jumper by Denmark Slay. Good. He stepped into it and shot that basketball with confidence. 36-28. Colin. Arcega-Whiteside standing across half court as the game is now cut down to 6. Traynor picks up another foul. 5:01 to go. Traynor goes out, and Michael Zanowski comes in. So now here is Dotson's free throw. Good. First one of the 1-and-1. Dotson, all of his points so far in this game have came from the foul line. He is 4 of 5. His 6th attempt will be coming up right now. 5:01 to go. Fourth quarter in the nightcap. Tomorrow is the placement games, and we hope that you join us right here on SUV TV. Dotson splits his free throws. Rebound tipped around. No. They're going to go up with it good in there. Now it's Aheem Scruggs in the book for the second time. He's got 4 points, and they pushed their lead right back out there to 9, 39-30. It was down to 6 as it was up to 10. Swinging around Janowski. Janowski to Denmark Slay. He wanted to attack, now brings it back out, and here's Chauncey Pittman. Nobody in double figures either for, nobody in double figures, period, for St. Stephen's St. Agnes. Slay between the rings, now swings it over on the left side. Janowski tries to attack, goes in, jump stop, up, off the glass, no, put back dunk, no, but it'll be a foul call with 4:15 to go. Colin Goss has 7. He is the high man. Michael Janowski, he has 6 for St. Stephen at St. Agnes. So Janowski going to the free throw line. He will be shooting 2. First one up and in, good. So now he has 7 to tie Colin Goss. Chauncey Pittman with 3. Miles Lewis off the bench with 2. Janowski will be shooting another free throw. No good. Missed the free throw, so he's stuck right there on 7. Dotson got the rebound. Now here comes Dorman. Dorman working across the timeline with Askew. Askew between the legs. Pass was kind of low, almost taken away. Dotson has it back between Askew, and he throws it back, and we're halfway home in the fourth quarter, under 4 minutes, and there's a steal. Michael Janowski on the break. Layup good. Janowski with the steal and layup. And a timeout is called. It's down to 6 with 3:52 to go. We'll take it with them right here. This is the 2014 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic, live from Dorman High School on SUV TV.
Together, we're a team. And together, we're family. No place gives teams the brands they need at the lowest prices like Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
So the Everyday Value Slam has eggs,
Yep.
bacon,
Yep.
and pancakes.
Yep.
All made to order, all for $4, all day, every day.
Yep. Yep. And yep.
I think I'm in love.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm taken. Hey, welcome to Denny's.
So the
Back out of the timeout, 39-33. This is the second time now that St. Stephen St. Agnes has gotten the game down to 6 points. It was up to 36-26, a 10-point lead, and they cut it down to 36-30, and now here it is, 39-33, and we're under 4 minutes. Got a little bit of momentum, and it came off of the hands of Michael Janowski. Janowski has came in, well, really started, but came in here and got 3 quick points here in this fourth quarter, on the half stretch of this fourth quarter. So they get it inside. There's Dotson up and in good. Carlos Dotson counted, and the foul. So Carlos Dotson with a big hoop out of the timeout. And that's what you like if you're a coach. And Coach Thomas Ryan dialed that play up, came out of the timeout, executed it, got the hoop, and now going for the 3-point play. Colin Hill will check out, and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside will check in. Free throw is good, so he gets the hoop and the harm. There's the free throw, completing the three-point play. Now it's a 9-point game, just like that. 3:25 to go. Dorman trying to keep it at arm's distance, a safe distance, mind you. Crossover dribble. Janowski had it knocked away. Janowski recovers it. Janowski shot up, block, got fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line. And Dorman now hit. That'll be their 8th foul. It'll be a 1-and-1, but he will be shooting 2. St. Stephen's St. Agnes already has 10 team fouls. This is foul number 8 for Dorman. Janowski going to the free throw line. Good opportunity here to score points while the clock is stopped. He swishes home the first one. He has kind of lived at the line today as well. 4 of 5. Trying to go 5 of 6 from the line, and does. Keeping them within striking distance, kind. It's down to 7. Closest they've gotten it is the 6 on 2 different occasions with 3:08 to go. 42-35. They cross into the forecourt over to Saheem Scruggs. Scruggs holds it, bounces it. Now he's going to go Whiteside in, turns, shot, up, no, tip, no, rebound Scruggs, ball on the floor. Whiteside dives. Whiteside picks up, timeout called by Dorman. Called by the coach, Thomas Ryan, with 2:51 to go. So they're going to get over there and talk about it. Let's see what Coach Ryan, looking in on that huddle, wants to draw up. It is a quick 30-second timeout. Just to remind you of the bracketology of this whole thing, this is the Denny's bracket. And the winner of this ball game will take on Jonesboro for first place of the Denny's bracket. That game will be brought to you tomorrow evening at approximately 8:30 right here at SUV TV. And the first place game in the Founders Federal Credit Union bracket will be the Burns Rebels taking on the Peachtree Ridge Lions. Peachtree Ridge a win over Shaker Heights, and then Burns lived at the free throw line and got by Douglas County to advance. They were trailing going into the fourth quarter and shot 23 free throws in the fourth quarter to 2 for Douglas County. 30 fouls called on Douglas County to 13 from Burns. So Burns took advantage of getting to the foul line and were able to survive. They had 35 free throw attempts, shot 24 more free throw attempts than Douglas County in that game. Look at Dotson. Dotson hook, no good. Shot, rebound good by Saheem Suggs. So Suggs with a hoop. And as I keep mentioning, they keep pushing it back out to 9. So Dorman trying to keep it at a distance that fits very well with them. Goss has it out high, gets it over to Totley. Totley holding it. Working clock, don't know why. Down by 9. Michael Janowski, a 3, front iron, no, it hung on the rim. Pittman thought he had the board, and Big Dotson took it away. Here comes Arcega Whiteside. Arcega Whiteside over on the left side to Scruggs. Scruggs now 2 minutes, less than 2. Scruggs dumps it off. There's Dotson. Dotson up and in there good, and they got a big 11-point lead. And that's the biggest lead of the ball game now. It's 46-35. And they can kind of smell it now. Slay holding on the left side. Slay puts it down. Stop. Jumper. Slay. Good. Denmark. Slay came in and got a jumper. Got a quick timeout. 46-37. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 98 seconds to go here. 1:38 in the nightcap. The winner of this game, as I mentioned, will get Jonesboro tomorrow, who defeated Bartow in a fine ball game. And Marcus Burnett, who is my producer and the reason why you're able to see SUV TV, we've been talking about the matchups that we had today beginning in our 1 o'clock game with Spartanburg. And if you weren't here, I just want to go back and quickly during this timeout just remind you our first game was decided by 3 points. Our next game was decided by 6 points. Our next game was decided by 3 points. Our next game was decided by 5 points. And our next game was decided by 2 points. We have not had a game decided by more than 6 points this afternoon. 46-37. Dorman seeking to change that right now, though. Puts it down on the floor. They swing it over to Dotson. Dotson kicks it out. He's in the middle. They work it around. Whiteside over the Scruggs. 75 seconds left. They're trapping and trying to get a turnover, and there's going to be a timeout call. Timeout call by Thomas Ryan. This time we will take it with them. 72 seconds left. Dorman up by 9. A quick timeout. Welcome you back to Dorman Arena. The final 112 here in the nightcap between the Dorman Cavaliers and the St. Stephen St. Agnes Saints. The winner will play in the first place game tomorrow. Oh my goodness, that was a jump ball or a foul? Gonna be a foul. Carlos Dotson's a big boy. Good effort there by Darius Slay to go up, but he got hit with the foul. 46-37. 1:07 to go as we come up on 10 o'clock. Excuse me, as we come up on 10 till 11 Eastern. And we will be back with you tomorrow for the placement games. Dotson's free throw is no good. Dotson living at the line. He's had 8 attempts in the ball game. He'll be going up for his 9th. He has 5 of 8 so far. 6 of 9. 10-point lead now. 65 seconds, a long 3 from the left side off of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Scruggs. Scruggs is going to give it over to Askew. Askew into the forecourt. Askew kicks it over to Whiteside. Whiteside with an air reverse. Very nice done by J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Very nicely done, young man. Shot up off the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded by Scruggs. Scruggs is down on the floor. They're going to battle for it. They kick it away. And now here comes Askew, who tried to go behind the back. Slade took it away. Colin Goss with the layup. And a quick timeout. 49-3. 49-37. Yep, 49-39. Scoreboard was slow in changing. I thought I had it correct. So Goss now, he may wind up being the high man. No, it'll be Michael Janowski. He has 11. Colin Goss right now with 9 for St. Stephen's, St. Agnes, and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside has had him a pretty nice day all around. 8 in the first half to go with the 4 in the second quarter, 12, 14, 16. He's up to 18 points. Jordan Berry had 10. All of them came in the third quarter when he hit 2 3 balls. And Dorman has only hit 3 threes in this ball game. And the Saints, I don't think, have hit a 3 ball in the game. They have not hit a 3 in this ball game. So Colin Hill checks back in for Dorman as he will be taking the ball out underneath the basket. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside bounces it over. Shot blocked by Slay, and they call a foul with 29 seconds. Shot up and in good. So he made both free throws. Did ask you.
Personal foul number 20, Johnson. In line, Cavaliers 22, Jacobs, so far side. Number 15, Cavaliers taking.
(51-41) with 4 and 8/10 seconds left, and Dorman going back to revisit the foul line. It will be Little Askew, who hit his last 2 free throws. Free throw up and in good. He stroked in both of them, did Little Askew. 53-41 shot is good. The three-pointer at the horn for the final margin of 53-44. Dorman has defeated St. Stephen St. Agnes, and they advance in the Denny's bracket to the first place game, where they will take on the Jonesboro Cardinals in what should be a fun game. 8:30 tomorrow approximately from the 2014 Farm Bureau Insurance Classic. We thank you for joining us today on SUV TV. I'm Joel Hillsman. We'll be back tomorrow with all the placement games from the Farm Bureau Insurance Classic in both the Denny's bracket and the Federal's Founders Credit Union bracket. Until then, have a safe night, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on SUV TV.
Our Denny's played the game number 22, the Cavaliers. Watch something with our ladies. Congratulations. 2-2,